Jeffrey Wilens Credit and Employment Reports. These days there is a type of credit report, background report, tenant screening report for almost every situation. Many times these reports are obtained illegally and/or contain inaccurate information that harms consumers. Fortunately, the Lakeshore Law Center can help you eliminate credit card and other debt from your credit reports, fix inaccurate credit or other screening reports, and obtain monetary compensation for previous violations of your rights. Jeffrey Wilens on how to eliminate credit card debt. If you are a California resident and there are one or more trade lines, credit card debt, medical debt, etc., on your credit report, you may be eligible to file a lawsuit to have the debt permanently removed from your credit report. A special program with a money-back guarantee is available. Dealing with inaccurate credit reports. If you are a California resident and there is inaccurate information on your credit report, you may be eligible to file a lawsuit to have the false information removed and to receive $5,000 or more in damages. Contact Lakeshore Law Center for more information. A special program with a money-back guarantee is available. Jeffrey Wilens Appellate Law Practice. Jeffrey Wilens has represented criminal or civil parties in appellate and writ proceedings since 1986. He is one of a handful of California lawyers to have been certified by the California State Board of Legal Specialization in two fields: appellate law, criminal law. As of December 2002, there were only 201 attorneys in California certified as specialists in appellate law and 356 attorneys certified in criminal law out of more than 100,000 attorneys. Mr. Wilens is licensed to appear before the United States Supreme Court, the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals, 4 federal districts courts and all California state courts. He can ably represent plaintiffs or defendants in any court in the country. The following examples of consumer recovery are all based on actual cases handled by this office just in the last 10 years. Please note the results portrayed below are dependent on the facts of each specific case. Your results will differ if based on different facts. Class action settlement for $40 million to Fairbanks Capital customers for improperly handling of mortgage loans. This firm was not lead counsel. Class action settlement for $13.4 million to users of Real Networks for internet privacy violations. Class action settlement for $10 million to employees of LensCrafters for meal and rest period violations. Class action settlement for $10 million to Ralph's Grocery Store's customers who were denied vacations promised in a store promotion. Not lead counsel. Class action settlement for $8.6 million to Merchants Using Card Service International for illegal cancellation fees. Class action settlement for $3 million to employees of Aslube for meal and rest period violations. Class action settlement for $2.6 million to Merchants Using A1 Leasing, due for billing services and e-commerce exchange based on deceptive virtual terminal leases. Class action settlement for $2.5 million to American Express customers for illegal convenience check offers. Other national banks paid $212,500 to 4 consumers in separate convenience check lawsuits. Class action settlement for $2.4 million to merchants using Axon Financial Services and e-commerce exchange based on deceptive virtual terminal leases. Class action settlement for $2.3 million to tenants of Evergreen Royal Motel in Anaheim, California for forcing tenants to move out every 28 days. Class action settlement for $2 million to Citibank personal bankers deprived of meal and rest breaks. Class action settlement for $2 million to AmeriQuest customers overcharged a prepayment penalty. Class action settlement for $1.5 million against a prominent law firm for legal malpractice in a former class action. This was a precedent-establishing case leading to a published appellate court decision. Class action settlement for $1.45 million against Vitamin World for violating meal and rest period rights of workers in California. Class action settlement for $1.355 million against American Laser Clinics for a deceptive refund policy and lack of physician supervision. Individual settlements for $1,258,900 to numerous consumers who applied to rent apartments and had illegal credit checks done on them. These cases resulted in an appellate court decision of first impression interpreting the Investigative Consumer Reporting Agencies Act. Jeffrey Wilens about identity theft. Identity theft is a growing problem. If you have not already been a victim, you eventually will be one. Read about our successful lawsuit against one insurance company that exposed sensitive information about its customers. Read what the Lakeshore Law Center can do for you. UC grad student identity theft case. The settlement was approved. Checks were mailed January 5, 2011. Those who returned a postcard claim received approximately $1,047 and those who do not received approximately $247. If you have not received your check, it was probably mailed to an obsolete address. Contact CPT Group, the settlement administrator, and advise them of your new address. A class action was filed against United Healthcare Group, which permitted identity theft to be committed against more than 1,000 University of California Irvine graduate students. If you were victimized by this identity theft, you should have received an important legal notice from the Superior Court in August 2010. It discussed your rights to monetary compensation and how to submit a claim form for maximum compensation. Failure to respond decreased your compensation. Jeffrey Wilens about identity theft. Jeffrey Wilens, How to Get Money for Legal Employment Screening Reports. Many tens of thousands of illegal criminal background reports were provided between 2002 and early 2009 about California residents. If you are a victim of one of those reports, you may qualify to receive $10,000 in statutory damages. Here's what you should do. 1. Ask your current or former employers, or even prospective employers even if you were not hired, whether they ran a criminal background report on you between 2002 and 2009. Don't worry about it, you would not be making a claim against your employer. The claim is against the screening company only. 2. If the answer is yes or you are not sure, then ask the employer for a copy of the report or at least the name of the screening company. If you are asked why you want this, tell them it is for my files. 3. If you can't get the report or the name of the company, then you will have to call the major screening companies and ask them if they have issued any criminal background reports to your prospective employers or actual employers. I have confirmed that each of these companies was violating the law during some or all of the 2002 early 2009 time frame. USIS 888-270-8978. High right, 8665216995. Intellius Screening Solutions, 866-338-6739. Corporate Screening Services, 800-229-8606. Employer's Choice Online, aka Diversified Risk Management, 800-424-7011. Call each of these companies and ask for the Consumer Relations Department. Identify yourself and ask them to confirm whether their company has ever issued an employment background report about you. They may ask you some questions to confirm your identity or they may require you to fill out and return a form. Either way, you should eventually get this information. If they did issue one or more reports, you should request a copy of each one. Likely you will be charged a small fee to get the copy, but it is well worth it and critical to your case.